Welcome to another episode of Zenless Zone Zero. Today, we are taking a look at Lucia's agent story. Let's go. Is it gonna be appropriately spooky? Tales of the Dreamless is the name. Research inspirations running dry. Should I ask the Ethereals? Surely they have the answer. Well, Lucia said she needs to see you, but considering what I know of her, it's a bit too early for her to be dropping by, right? Alright, I'll stay up late tonight. You two shouldn't stay up too late. Our seniors are all dedicated to their training, so you should maintain a regular schedule too. Sleep early and wake early. I can tell you're not really listening. Just be careful out there and remember, you can always come to me if anything happens. Sure enough, before long, someone came knocking on the room's window. At this hour, it could only be...
Belle? I knew you'd still be up. Yep, this is still early for me. I'm quite the night owl. Perfect! Anyway, the reason I'm bugging you at this hour is... I was hoping you could help me with something. Lately, my ethereal research has been like a Tarrasque mixer trying to get through the old metro tunnel in Cretan Hollow. Completely stuck. Whoa, that's rough. How are things going before you hit the bottleneck? It was going pretty well, I guess.
Define pretty well.
I had this plan to turn our lawn into pedal sofas for hollow camping, and I tried to figure out how the traffic lights on Fawn worked. Oh, do you happen to know, if you tie both ends of a Spectre's cloak into a knot, how does it keep floating? Wait, Lucia, where are all these research ideas even coming from?
Her imagination.
What do you mean, where? From the Hollows, of course. Just walk on in, run into a couple of ethereals, and boom! Research inspiration! But I'll admit, these ordinary inspirations are just not enough. The inspirations are not enough? Or should I be asking, what about the other ideas you had before? Proxy, could it be you haven't read any of my posts on Spook Shack? I guess the titles of my posts haven't been catchy enough. If I can't come up with something as attention-grabbing as the fiery serpent, then no matter how many times I write about blast crawlers, people are just gonna get bored and lose their interest in the forum. And when that happens, where can I find leads on the night horror? What's a night horror? Some rare ethereal you're interested in? Well, it's kind of a long story. For now, think of it as an ethereal. An ethereal that can enter people's dreams and talk to them. Wait. Proxy, do you think ethereals can communicate with humans? Anything's possible in the Hollows. If ethereals could talk, I'd ask the Fawns why they always flash their red lights every time I walk by. I know what you mean, Proxy. Normally, I'd say this is just baseless speculation and leave it at that. But right now, I've got the perfect research subject in mind. Let's head out now! Before diving into the hollow, we have to make a stop at Fluffy.
Do Fluffy also have ethereals? Or where's the connection there?
Fluffy of all places.
Oh, I'm going to buy a toy.
What? A toy? Did you get a pet?
Ethereals, Belle.
Not yet, actually. But I know Chestnut's gonna be the goodest pup.
Oh, I get it. You're trying to win over a puppy with treats and toys.
Yeah.
Yes!
Wait, if you're getting the toy now, then are you planning to take it into the hollow?
Where else would you find a puppy? No answer speaks more than an answer.
Hey there, welcome in. Looking for something special today?
Oh, you betcha.
If I want a little doggy to come up to me on her own, what should I get?
Honestly, you don't need to buy anything to get close to a pup. Genuine kindness, some patience, and a little passion. That's all it takes to win a puppy's heart.
You would know.
It's true!
Kindness, patience, and passion, huh? Sounds like something no pup could resist. I'm sold.
No. I'm not saying I don't believe it. It's just... Chestnut's a very particular little pup.
I understand. I've met lots of special needs pups. Some were abandoned, some have been on their own since they were born. If you want to gain their trust, it will take a longer time.
I'm not sure you get it.
Let me think. What about this? A brand new line of treats for puppies! I packed it with all sorts of delicious jerky. They're super yummy. No pup can resist it.
Ken leans in for a sniff as she introduces the treats. Achoo!
Sorry, the smell got me.
That's okay. But, I don't think Chestnut would like this. Chestnut is, a bit of a picky eater.
I see. Then maybe you want to give this one a go. Our most popular toy. It's a battery-powered bird that flaps like the real thing. Our kitties and puppies go nuts for it.
This looks great! But is it sturdy enough?
I'm afraid not. It's actually designed more for cats, and it's built to be lightweight, so I wouldn't call it sturdy. It should work for smaller dogs, though.
Chestnut's a big girl, with a big girl attitude.
Oh, that might not work then. Let me think. Oh, if you don't mind something a little old school, we do have another toy for bigger pups. It's actually more of a pillow. It doesn't have any bells or whistles, but it's really sturdy and great for gnawing. It's also infused with a calming scent to help soothe anxious pups. People can't really smell it, but dogs usually like it a lot.
Oh, this is adorable! Though, I'm not sure if Chestnut would care much about the scent with her sense of smell.
Do you have any idea what you are actually looking for, Lucia?
So Chestnut is a big, picky, grumpy puppy with a weak sense of smell? That sounds kinda weird.
What's weird about that? Every puppy's different. Chestnut's just got her own little quirks. I'll take this one, please.
A sturdy little cushion. Highly recommended by Ken. This is the most durable dog toy at Fluffy. A small cushion. Wonder which special pup Lucia plans to win over with it. Oh, I wonder too.
Hope it helps you bond with that special little pup of yours.
Oh, it definitely will.
Lucia takes the cushion can recommended, then rushes off toward the hollow. Better catch up quick. Sure.
Don't frighten me like that! Foo-foo's here!
Hey, I have your best teammate to go along with you. Lucia is a support.
Let me think. Alright, let's head that way.
I guess we could have played this before the main story.
Huh? Isn't that... strange. This place was nice and quiet last time I was here.
By nice and quiet, do you mean there weren't this many ethereals back then?
Not exactly. But the ethereals here were always pretty chill. They hardly ever gather like this.
Ethereals? Chill?
Lumber in the mix.
I'm sure you'll understand, Belle.
Thank goodness you guys are here. I was this close to being killed. That sneaky little hottie totally set me up.
Huh? Which hottie are you talking about? Among the pack of ethereals that surrounded you, I didn't see any.
Oh, maybe you didn't see it. There was a smaller hottie, just about waist high. That one right there. It lured me all the way here and got me ambushed by all those ethereals.
Never heard of anything like that before. An ethereal pulling tricks on people?
Maybe it wants treats.
How did it trick you?
It ran ahead like it wanted me to chase it, you know?
That's pretty weird.
It's not that weird. You young folks shouldn't underestimate how crafty those things can be.
No, I mean, you are pretty weird, mister. In the Hollow, most people run away from ethereals. That little hottie from earlier, if you want to dodge it, it'd be easier than a Thanatos dodging a blast crawler. Why did you even chase it?
I didn't chase it. Look, I was minding my own business in the Hollow, and that hottie ran at me out of the blue, with a whole pack of ethereals behind it to ambush me.
Now that's interesting. I've only heard of symbiotic ethereals in Hollow Zero being able to command other ethereals. Maybe that little hottie has what it takes to be the next Nineveh.
I don't get what you're on about. You run into ethereals in the Hollow, you eliminate them. That's just the way it is. Instead of taking down that ethereal, you're now blaming me? That is just absurd.
Mister, my friend just saved you. She's trying to learn more about the ethereals so we don't end up in the same mess as you.
You?
Frustrated by the questions from Lucia that he couldn't answer, the investigator snaps and storms off. Possibly into the next ambush.
Roxy, do you think I'm absurd too?
Well...
What do you mean? You've always been a little absurd, no? Just kidding. I've gotten used to your unique way of thinking. Ethereals are dangerous, sure, but that doesn't mean strangers are any safer, right?
I knew it! Now we're totally in sync! Like how Arimon and Spectre always find each other in the dark! Plus, that investigator earlier was quite the weird one. I mean, that's the first time I've ever heard anyone accuse Chestnut of hurting someone.
What did you say?
Wait, Chestnut? Who? You mean that little hottie the investigator was talking about?
Yeah! Chestnut is a good girl. Ever since I met Chestnut, she's never harmed anyone from outside the Hollow. More than once, she quietly led me to injured investigators so I could help them. This one time, right around here, my carrot stopped working. Chestnut just happened to stroll by and guided me out.
A hottie? Working as a rescue dog in the Hollow? Are you serious? And here I thought your ideas from earlier were wild.
There's other reasons, of course, but I trust Chestnut. She's always been gentle and kind. What's strange is, the last few times I saw her, I kept feeling like someone was tagging her, tracking her. Just like that guy from earlier.
A kind and gentle Ethereal? I need a second to process it. Those other reasons must be really important.
It's a long story. Let's talk about it when we get back. Ugh. And thanks to that weirdo earlier, I didn't even get the chance to give Chestnut the toy I picked out. Let's look around a bit more. Maybe she's still nearby.
Maybe we'll find
Chestnut went that way.
other Ethereals instead. See, other Ethereals. Instead.
Not late, am I?
Let me help you chill out. Leave it pretty, right? My turn now. I'll lend you my claws. Send them flying. The hunt begins.
Hit a dead end.
Chestnut, I know you're there. You didn't hide your tail properly.
Did she actually understand that?
Of course, she always understood me. Aw, you don't like it?
What a good boy. Or girl. Although, this is the closest Chestnut has ever gotten to me, it seems like she's not in the mood to play with me just yet. Should we head back? I haven't really processed it yet. Huh? Because of me? Or because of Chestnut? But I think I know what you want to ask. Let's talk about it once we get out of here. Please explain yourself. In words humans can understand. You leave the Hollow with Lucia and return to Silum Bay. What a shame. What a shame? You mean Chestnut?
Aww. Chestnut still wouldn't take my gift. Do you think that investigator spooked her? Maybe that's why she's being extra cautious today.
Well, we can always head back to Lemnian Hollow next time and look for her again.
Okay. I hope we get to see Chestnut next time. Oh, right. I promised to tell you why I trust Chestnut, didn't I? Well, it has something to do with the night horror legend from my tribe. Long story short, Chestnut is a gift the night horror sent me in a dream.
I think I remember you mentioning the night horror, but you never said it sent you a gift. Can you tell me more about it?
You already know I'm one of the night watchers out on the fringes of New Eridu. We rest during the day, and we're active at night.
No, wait. We couldn't have played this before the main story. Why did you tutorialize me again?
The stories say that long ago, our ancestors fought a powerful Ethereal. The battle lasted for days, and just before it fell, it released a final surge of power. Ever since then, it's haunted our dreams. Sometimes, when our people fall asleep at night, they dream of the night horror. And in their sleep, they walk straight into the hollow, drawn to its call. Just before the ether consumes them, before they become ethereals, they regain clarity for just a fleeting moment. Over time, we've come to realize that the more people who fall asleep, the stronger it becomes.
What a terrifying curse! Is there a way to break it?
No. That's why we moved to the outskirts of the city and stopped sleeping at night altogether. If we must rest, someone always stays awake to keep watch. The strange thing is, the night horror left more than just a curse. In the hollows, ethereals don't attack us. They see us like we're one of them. And this staff, it's the only weapon left from when our ancestors fought the night horror. It lets me mimic ethereal abilities. The chieftain said I was the most gifted of the younger generation, or something like that. I'm still not sure what made him decide that, but he gave this staff to me.
Wait, Lucia. You said the Night Watchers walk into the hollow in their sleep if they dream about the night horror. Have you ever dreamed of it before?
No, but I came really close once. It was a night not long ago. Granny was keeping watch for me. She was telling me stories of the night horror, how it's both feared and revered by our people. She even described the night horror she saw in her dreams. Just like everyone else said, a stunningly beautiful ethereal, almost godlike. That night, I dreamed of the night horror's gaze. It was looking at me, and in front of me, there was a little hottie. It looked tired, like it had been through a big fight. We stared at each other, like survivors meeting after a disaster, still cautious, still on edge. Not long after that dream, I met Chestnut right where the dream had guided me. She didn't seem eager to be friends, but she wasn't hostile either. And she treated the other outsiders kindly too. That's why I've always believed Chestnut is a gift. A little dog sent by the night horror.
What a cute backstory. Not at all gonna backfire.
I mean, based on how you described it, I'm not talking about Chestnut. I mean the night horror. Is it really trying to be nice?
I don't know, but I think Chestnut is such a good girl. If we can get along, maybe the conflict we saw in the dreams won't come true after all. And what if the night horror is just like Chestnut? What if we could communicate with it? Then maybe everything our people have endured could finally come to an end. Sounds silly, doesn't it?
Not at all. I get what you mean, Lucia. It's the Hollow. Who can say anything for sure?
Even among my own people, no one really believes me. Except for Ade and Granny.
Lucia glances out the window. The night sky is beginning to fade. Just a faint shimmer of dawn on the horizon. Can't believe it's already this late. Better make the most of it now. You grabbing something for breakfast? Nope. Finally got away from home and there's no one to tell me what to do. So it's time to stir up some trouble. Today, I'm gonna pull an all-morninger. All-morninger. Yeah, haven't you heard? Staying up early in the morning can really mess with your health. I used to think that was just something only night watchers had to deal with. Later I found out that, whether in the Outer Ring or Wi-Fi Peninsula, everyone looked just as lost and lifeless in the morning. People sleeping standing up in the cable car. Some stumbling into bamboo charging stations with their eyes barely open. Others drifting into herbal tea shops asking for coffee. Clearly, they are all taking damage from pulling those early morning hours. Actually, it's because they stayed up all night. Really? They just need to get some sleep in the morning, like Grandma told me. Besides, I clearly remember, Belle, when you wake up early, you also... Wait, we're getting off track. It's actually about Chestnut. I heard that people often take morning walks with their pets along the beach at Salem Bay. Should we go check it out? I want to learn. How do others get animals to like them? Man with a bird on his shoulder. I also saw a turtle. Wow. I wanna say hi to her. Hey there, little birdie. Chap chap. So cute. It's rare to see a bird willing to perch so docilely on someone's shoulder. She is really friendly with people. If only my dog would rely on me like that. There may be a chance. She's just being lazy, not wanting to flap her own wings, and just wants to use me as her personal right. Chap! Little bird pecks the man's ear hard. After the man begs for mercy, the bird gently nuzzles her beak against the side of his face. Wow, you two are really close. I get it. Animals can be moody sometimes. As humans, we need to be good at having patience, but also seize the right moment to create opportunities for communication. That's right. I trust she won't hurt me, and she trusts I won't hurt her. Everything else is minor, though honestly, this one did hurt quite a bit. Ouch! Chirp! I get it. I trust that Chestnut won't hurt me, so next time if she ignores me again, I'll say something to make her angry. When she gets mad enough to bite me, I'll apologize. No, please don't. No worries. Everything else is minor. Chirp, chirp. Exactly. It's just a little dog. What trouble could your Chestnut possibly get into? Yes. Let's look at the normal person. Hello, good morning. Bad morning, unfortunately. Wild and lawless pup. Alright, got it. So what do you want me to do now? The cocky little dog barks loudly a few more times, mixed with some impatient sneezes. Then he lifts his head and turns around, clearly a sign he wants to leave. The girl walking him heaves a heavy sigh and turns to ask Lucia. Sorry, what were you trying to say just now? I wanted to ask how you and your dog usually get along. Oh, it's simple. He screams at me, I obey. If I don't obey, he screams and then I obey. Is your dog a cat? He always manages to cause even bigger trouble, and all I have to do is follow his bark and call. We are a heartless tyrant with endless energy, and his poor slave. That's pretty much it. Sorry I said you were the normal ones. Oh. Of course, I've thought about doing something about it. Like starting a grand rebellion. Grab him and jumping into the sea. Ending it all once and for all. But then I thought, I'm not even as good a swimmer as he is. But if he swims back to shore and tricks someone else with that innocent act of his, wouldn't I just be letting another poor soul fall victim? Compared to him, Chestnut is actually pretty friendly. Suddenly, a strange smile creeps across the girl's face, as if remembering something exciting. But hey, humans live longer than dogs. 10 years when he gets old and has no energy left to bark and scream, and can't drag the whole table around the room just cause he's leashed to it, he won't be able to torture me anymore. When the time comes, we'll live together in love and perfect harmony. The tyrant is clearly displeased with this and runs away screaming. Probably not wanting it to trick any other poor innocent humans, the girl rushes after it without even managing to say goodbye. This example doesn't seem very helpful. All I learned is, maybe I could chase after Chestnut until she's all tuckered out. Then stuff the pillow in her mouth. Lucia scribbles in her notebook, but ends up tearing out the whole page in the end. Yeah, that was not helpful. I'm not sure this will be very helpful. Hey Lassie, what's up? Hi sir, are you taking your turtle for a walk? The composed turtle raises its head slightly, nodding gently in acknowledgement. All the animals fully understand human. That's right. Our old buddy here was my grandfather's good friend. He passed it down to my dad, and my dad passed it down to me. Technically, I should call it, you know what, let's not get into that. Your grandfather's good friend. Lucia counted on her fingers, trying to figure out the generational relationship between the two elderly folks. Many years ago, when I first got it from my dad, I was still young. Back then, I found it too lazy and slow, so I just kept it in the water tank. It seemed to know I looked down on it, so it gave me the cold shoulder too. But over these past few years, I've grown old and can't walk much anymore. It forgave me for neglecting it before, and now it's willing to keep me company when I go out to soak up some sun. That's nice. I wish I could have a quiet moment with my dog too, but I don't think she likes getting too close to me. Take it easy, young one. When words fail us, we can still speak through actions. Simply keep communicating with them, and they'll eventually understand. So that's how you interact with animals. I've still got a lot to learn. But I feel like Chestnut is also trying hard to get closer to me. Though she didn't accept my gift, she wasn't completely indifferent. Today was the closest she's ever gotten to me. But how do I gain her trust? How about try to keep believing in her? So you mean, even though I saw Chestnut being hostile to that investigator tonight, still gave her the pillow, so Chestnut was willing to get close because she thought I believed she was a good Ethereal? That makes sense. Just like what Gramps said earlier, Chestnut understood me. Yeah, but that investigator... Chestnut was really unfriendly with him. Totally different from how I'd seen her treat others before. And how she treats both of us. I like to believe that Chestnut made her own judgment after observing him. Though I don't yet know the reason, as an Ethereal, Chestnut being so friendly is already a miracle that defies nature and goes against instinct. I don't want to let her down. I wonder if Chestnut just was a good dog before turning into an Ethereal. Probably because it's her usual bedtime. Lucia seems pretty sleepy already. Looks like you're getting sleepy. Go get some rest now. Alright. Tonight's hollow bedtime tales end here. You've foreplanned all morning. This has gone on way too long. I need to get out of here before the night's emissary's magic wears off. I'll come find you when there's any new developments. Like a princess from a fairy tale who must leave when time runs out, Lucia waves goodbye, pulls up her hood, and gracefully vanishes into the crowd. One done. 2 to go. Speak of the night horror, and it appears. Could it really be such a coincidence? Probably not. We've never needed a bedtime alarm at home. All wisest reminders are more reliable than any clock, but tonight a familiar visitor will be coming over. Lucia sent a message, but didn't really explain what's going on. I'll ask her when she gets here. I can ignore Wise's curfew and stay out late having fun again. As promised, your midnight visitor arrives in the dead of night once again.
What happened? Don't panic. Take your time and tell me slowly.
It's the night horror. There's word in my tribe that the night horror has returned. Our old chieftain. He sleepwalked into Lemnian Hollow, and no one's seen him since.
What? Was it an accident?
Lucia falls silent for a moment, still trying to gather her thoughts.
A few days ago, some people came to speak with the chieftain. They asked if any night watchers would volunteer to sleep at night so they could follow the sleepwalkers into the hollow and find the night horror. They promised they only wanted to learn more about the night horror's powers, and if anything went wrong, they'd wake us right away. But for everyone's safety, the chieftain said no. Not long after, people overheard the chieftain arguing with someone loudly.
That sounds suspicious. Do you think those people were involved? Since they got turned down, they forced the chieftain to sleepwalk?
But they left right after they spoke with the chieftain. No one saw them return or sneak into the tribe. It looked like the chieftain just began sleepwalking because of the night horror, and following the fate of all night watchers, returned to the Hollow's embrace.
Something's definitely off here.
I've been carrying the staff he gave me, and I still remember his words. Maybe all night watchers will eventually embrace their fate, sleepwalking back into the Hollow and becoming one of the Ethereals. But until that day comes, we live as people. We live our lives to the fullest. So if anyone took away the chance of him living his life to the fullest, even if it was the night horror itself, I need to know why.
Don't frighten me like that!
It is very scary, Alice.
Today's reading is Be a Hero. We're up, Hooey!
This is the spot I was told about earlier. But this area, why does it look so familiar? You've been here before? I think so. Let me think. Here. This seems to be near a path Chestnut often takes. I've run into her here a few more times before. Weird. Is it really just a coincidence? Anyway, let's search around for traces the chieftain might have left.
A crossroads. I see marks by the roadside. Let's check them out.
Thankfully, there are these plants that haven't been corrupted yet. All this fluffy, dense moss around here. It would take at least a month to grow to this thickness and height. There's no sign of broken or trampled branches on any of the plants here. Well, the plants are trampling through the rocks. There's definitely been no one in that viney area. They are covered in tiny thorns. No way anyone will be able to get through there safely. Hollow botany. You know so much. This isn't the right way. Let's go look elsewhere. Taking a look. There are indents from fiery serpent explosions, footprints left by Huskron, imprints from Farboti's great shields, and marks carved when Arcava set down his legs nearby. No signs of humans, no neatly dressed investigators, no barefoot hollow raiders, and certainly no shoe-wearing ethereals. Nothing. How can you tell all that? Well, I believe you. Yeah, let's check out another spot. Lucia carefully examines the footprints on the ground. Hard to believe we almost missed such obvious clues. Should be this way. Don't you want to take another look? Are you sure it's the chieftain? Well, to be optimistic, I think these look like footprints left by members of the Night Watcher tribe searching for the chieftain after he went sleepwalking and disappeared. Besides, this area is usually deserted, yet there are multiple sets of footprints, all fresh and undisturbed by ethereals. Even if it wasn't about the chieftain, we should still check it out. Maybe it is shoe-wearing ethereals.
The Ethereals seem kinda riled up today.
Huh? How do you know that? They all look the same to me.
See the glow around their cores? It's shifting fast. Much faster. About 20% quicker than usual.
Whoa, you can tell?
My turn now.
Doesn't seem to be wearing shoes.
It's a hater.
Do you actually know this Ethereal? Wait, did the chieftain?
No, not like that. But if the chieftain had turned into an ethereal, he would be a far stronger one than this.
Oh, go chieftain, I guess.
High-rank ethereals never get along. So if one is flexing its muscle here, it might actually be good news for us.
I'm not following what you just said. But if you're calling it good news, it's good news.
Yep. But first we need to deal with this little troublemaker. It's being a menace.
I'm dealing as good as I can.
So that was just a warm-up.
It sure looks like a warm-up.
I'll lend you my claws. Reverse shockwave.
As for shadows.
For the next page is the ending. I got it. Here, and here. Ether burst. Demon be gone. Shatter.
Lucia walks around the area and finds a few markers, which seem to put her more at ease. I hate to break it to you, but that ethereal we just saw was definitely a hater. It definitely hated us. They were all exaltist priests before turning into Ethereals. Why? From what I know, making Hater requires some prep work, so to speak. It's the exaltist exclusive cheese, made with unique techniques and extra long fermentation. Sorry, I suddenly lost my appetite for cheese too. Let's talk about something more cheerful. The people who came to rescue the chieftain left a mark. It means something like he's alright now, and everyone's gone back. But something seems off around here. Better get out quick. That's sure some efficient mark. I didn't even notice there was a mark. Sometimes Night Watchers encounter more troublesome situations in the Hollows. To let our kin know about our predicament, we've established a unique and comprehensive system of markers. The message left behind this time, it matches what I felt. So, should we head out now? Hold up. I've got this feeling that something's making the Ethereals around here restless. Look carefully. We might find something good. And I haven't seen Chestnut today. What I mean is, since the chieftain is fine, we should continue our previous research until we get new information. If I remember correctly, there should be an Ethereal around here that would be perfect for research. That would be Chestnut, right? Yep. There was a dog right beside me. Lucia keeps scanning the surroundings, wondering why the Ethereals are acting so strangely.
No other clues nearby, huh?
Oh, what was that?
Huh? Chestnut? Did you come looking for me to hang out? Oh, you mean you want us to follow you? Come on, let's follow her.
Hold on, just like that?
Let's go! We've entered the Hollow so many times, but this is the first time we've had a tour service!
Wait, watch out for Ethereals! And I don't mean Chestnut.
Oh, she's handling it just fine.
Emergency! Excuse me, coming through. Sorry, pardon me, coming through. Sorry! Whew, looks like everyone's in a rush today.
Weren't we supposed to be looking for clues? I think I just hit my steps for the day.
Chestnut, what is it you're leading me to?
Don't tell me we'll get all the way there just to find out she was chasing after a lost chew toy or something. Are we finally here?
Wait, that's... Kieran? And what's that beside him?
While Lucia could wake Kieran, more excited Ethereals come swarming in, and Chestnut seems to want to join the fight. Chestnut! Must be dreaming, so Ahati is helping us beat up other Ethereals. Watch out, Chestnut. Here I come! Maybe it's all a dream. Why not bring an even bigger Ethereal to help? It takes some time to wake up Lucia's fellow Night Watcher.
Kieran? Kieran! Are you okay?
Lucia? What are you doing here?
I heard about the chieftain. I came here to see if there were any clues. What about you? Did you also sleepwalk into this hollow?
I don't really remember. I asked a friend to keep watch for me, but somehow I still ended up sleepwalking. Before you guys woke me up, I had no idea I was here.
That friend of yours, can he be trusted?
I don't know. I saw him as a friend. But maybe he didn't see me the same way. He's always in an investigator outfit. Last time I ran into trouble in the Hollow, he was the one who saved me.
Oh, I think we know that one.
Lucia knows. When things go south in the Hollow, we Night Watchers are always the first ones to be abandoned. It's rare for anyone to turn back for us.
What? Why? Just because you don't get attacked by Ethereals, they treat you like you're some kind of freak?
Especially when the Ethereals come swarming, it really becomes apparent that we're Night Watchers. But then again, I guess it's not always intentional. Sometimes people genuinely can't tell. In the chaos, a Night Watcher in a helmet doesn't look that different from a frenzied maniac or a vicious striker.
That's crazy. But there's something strangely funny about it, too. Sorry. I shouldn't laugh at it.
In dangerous situations, people tend to turn on anyone they see as different. When panic hits, those so-called teammates usually choose to abandon us first. And they always say things like, "You'll be fine. The Ethereals won't attack you. Just hide here. We'll come back for you when we can."
Most of the time, no one comes back for us.
That's why, after that guy saved me, I really thought he was a true friend.
I understand what you mean. But has he been acting strange lately?
Strange. Well, lately, he's been asking a lot about the night horror. And really digging into things like how we communicate with Ethereals. Does that count?
I'd count it.
Communicate with Ethereals?
Yeah, he saw me trip over a beholder engine once. It just looked at me and left me alone. Didn't attack me or anything. After that, he got it into his head that Night Watchers must be able to communicate with Ethereals. It has the power to calm them down. By the way, speaking of calming and communicating with Ethereals, isn't that your specialty, Lucia?
Iran points at Lucia's notebook instead, looking confused.
You mean those Ethereals I summoned? Oh, that wasn't me controlling them. That was just an optical delusion. I layered some visual effects on top of simulated ethereal attack patterns, so it looks like they're there, but it's all just illusion.
How about the dog that helped you fight just now?
I see.
Yeah,
What about this thing?
Kieran, all confused, points at Chestnut, who is crouching quietly nearby.
Oh, that's Chestnut.
This Ethereal's been sitting there quietly this whole time. I thought maybe it could understand us. Wait, is it one of your illusions too?
Ah, yes, totally.
Yeah.
When sitting still, she doesn't use much ether, so she looks really well behaved. But if you try to make her do something, she can be a little slow.
Lucia waves her staff at Chestnut, pretending to cast some kind of magic. Chestnut instantly starts wagging her tail and puts on a show.
This illusion isn't doing very well. I'll have to practice more later. Aw, I was gonna ask her to do something else too.
Oh, I see.
That's the most playing you've ever done with her.
This ethereal looks insanely real. I've seen some of your illusions before, but this one... Seems like you've improved your skills again. Congrats.
I guess so. Thanks.
But even with the staff passed down in our tribe, you still can't really control ethereals. Does that mean what the guy's after, controlling or communicating with ethereals, was never actually possible in the first place?
Manipulating the ether environments to control ethereal behavior isn't totally far-fetched. Take Geppetto from Hollow Zero. It could even command other ethereals to launch ambushes. But this strange device here? I doubt it can pull off anything close to what Geppetto could do.
If we're talking about massive symbiotic ethereals like Geppetto, then yeah, it could definitely manipulate the ether environment in a large area. But I feel like we don't really need something that extreme to influence ethereal behavior. If we just want to change how ethereals behave, then maybe suppressing or stimulating their ether activity levels could do the trick.
As expected from our ethereal expert. Have you seen anything like that before?
No. But the ethereals we encountered earlier were unusually agitated, as if they'd been provoked by something. Do you think it could be because of this device? And don't forget the chieftain's disappearance. What if someone's using the Night Watcher's abilities to try and communicate with ethereals, or to test how much they can control them?
Are you saying that someone's been experimenting on us? Using our ability to sleepwalk our lives? For research?
That's right. They probably want to exploit the Night Watcher's abilities to locate the Night Horror and research how to communicate with ethereals.
This theory actually lines up with how we've been treated during Hollow joint operations.
But it's just a theory for now. We shouldn't jump to conclusions. We need more leads, like figuring out what this strange device actually does.
Okay, I'll keep you posted on what's going on back in the tribe.
With that promise, Kieran takes his leave.
Weird little thing. Belle, come take a look at this thing. Go play with some ethereals.
This device looks like some kind of ether amplifier. If I'm not mistaken, the way it channels ether is somewhat similar to my staff. Is that ethereal just now also an illusion? That would make it super special. Of course not. Those were real ethereals just now, even more agitated than usual. Lucia glances in the direction Kieran went. Actually, my staff can indeed influence the behavior of ethereals. Influence how? Since my staff can knead ether into a ball, it occasionally emits an intense light, like the core of an ethereal, blinding those ethereals that still have vision. If that ethereal isn't nice to me, it will... I'll catch it off guard and bonk it on the head. Just kidding. I noticed you've been kinda out of it. Lost in thought 1 minute, nervous and talking nonsense the next. Feeling better now? Let's talk about this machine first. Looks like it's what's making the ethereals around here so restless. Chieftain's sleepwalking and Kieran's blackout. They're probably connected to whoever put this thing here. But who could have done this? The person behind it all. Could they also know about this staff passed down from our ancestors? Who could possibly have done this? I have no guesses. Wait, looks like more ethereals are coming. You and Lucia turn toward the source of the sound. A familiar figure comes into view. Chestnut is back and brought along the cushion from before.
Chestnut? Wow, you like this pillow, don't ya?
Oh no, it is cute.
Thanks so much for today. Will you come play with me again next time? Yes, she'll come too. It's a promise then.
Who will come to? Me? It was nice meeting you, Chestnut.
Okay, they had fun animating this dog doing actual dog things. At Chestnut's enthusiastic invitation, you pet its head and tail. It's just as hard as you imagined, and you can even feel the violent ether flowing through its body. But this violent ether formed such a friendly puppy. It's truly fascinating. No wonder Lucia wanted to find a way to coexist peacefully with Ethereals. After you and Lucia spend quite a while playing with Chestnut, you reluctantly say goodbye and return to Phylum Heights. Good dog unlocked. Dawn approaches. It's about time. Lucia usually leaves. She seems to be deep in thought about something. Lucia, what's on your mind?
Oh, it's nothing. I was just wondering why the chieftain chose to give me the staff. If a family in Eridu had been holding on to a secret weapon, you'd expect it to go to someone powerful. Someone who could last the longest in the Hollow. Or someone who's best at taking down Ethereals, right? Not that the Night Watchers believe whoever slays the most Ethereals is the strongest, but I don't exactly have any other qualities that stand out.
But you really know the Ethereals. The staff is a relic left behind after the Night Watchers confronted the Night Horror. Giving it to the person who understands the Night Horror best totally makes sense.
That does make a lot of sense. Actually, I've always had doubts about the true purpose of this staff. For decades, our chieftains have used it to fend off Ethereals and protect our people from Hollow disasters. But for me, defeating Ethereals was never the goal. I wanted to understand them. Even among the Night Watchers, some say I've strayed too far from tradition.
Right. You've always had a special interest in Ethereals. I don't think I've asked before, but what made you want to study them in the first place?
Ethereals. Some are born from the Hollow itself. Some are the continuation of life in the Hollow. Some of them feel like projections of who we are in the Hollow. Others are quite literally the people we once knew. I keep wondering, when someone is corrupted and becomes an Ethereal, when they lose their sanity and identity in the Hollow, is there really no way to bring them back? If we see the Hollow as our enemy, then it's nearly invincible. No matter how strong you are, I don't think anyone can wipe out every last Hollow. But if one day we could uncover all the secrets of the Ethereals, or if the Hollow itself could answer us, then maybe there's still a chance to bring our lost loved ones home. We can't change what's already happened, but maybe we can still move toward a future where we no longer have to live in fear of the Hollow.
Maybe. But, Lucia, those are some big questions. Perhaps the old chieftain gave you that staff because he believes in your search for the truth.
Is that so?
Lucia may have said a lot of confusing things, but she doesn't seem too bothered herself.
Well, there's no way the two of us can figure everything out just by thinking. Let's not stress ourselves out. Phew. So much has happened tonight. I'm exhausted. I should head home and get some rest. But I'm sure we can find out more about the chieftain and Kieran. Once I hear something new, I'll let you know.
Maybe it's because both the chieftain and Kieran are safe. Lucia hums a cheerful tune as she walks away. Is the chieftain safe? Are we sure about that? Start to believe I've actually touched an ethereal. A living ethereal. Moving! And it let me pet it. Of its own volition. Lucia's so amazing. This is so exciting. What kind of adventure will she take me on next? But I'm just feeling a bit sleepy. If I head back now, I should make it in time to eat the breakfast vice broad, right? I'll sleep after eating. I really like how likable they made our little ethereal friend. Regarding what talent can bring, Kieran has an ambitious vision. Oh. End of sentence. While wandering around Phylum Heights, you ran into Yitari. Now this is a rare visitor. Lucia said she had something super amazing to tell us tonight, so she asked us all to meet her at Mystic Wares. But before she could say a word after rushing here, she got some message from someone called Kieran and just left right away. Yuzuha and the others were also completely confused, but since their families were waiting, they headed back home. Oh, I think you might know what's really going on. I do. What else did she say? If you know about it, then I can rest easy. Lucia says she and Chestnut are waiting for you and wants you to meet them at this spot. Yitari hands over a page with notes, clearly hastily written and torn from Lucia's notebook. I'm on it. Let me tidy up real quick. I'll be right there. Let's wait until you get back, and you can tell me what really happened. Whatever she ditched us for had better be worth it, or else she's going to have to treat us to Yumcha's sin, at the very least. You sound kinda like Yuzuha when you said that. I can't hide anything from you. We'll wait outside the hollow for you to bring Lucia back. But who is Chestnut? It's a long story.
Their witness to the noble today's reading is Be a Hero.
It's a really long story. Hey there, doggy. Turn transparent if I get too close to you. That's just how ethereal dogs are, I guess. Look, our little guide is in position. Ruff, ruff. You're so smart. No matter how many times I look at it, this whole thing feels so weird. Well, what are you muttering about? We are deep in Lemnian Hollow now. Even I've never been here before. If that investigator really is hiding here, plotting something, I wonder how Kieran managed to track him down. Never mind that for now. The terrain around here is pretty tricky, so stick close to me and our guide Chestnut. Ow! Chestnut seems particularly excited. Seems like she was pretty happy with that hollow adventure last time.
Let's just follow Chestnut. Whether it's the suspicious investigator we saw earlier, or... Chestnut should remember their scent.
She has the makings of a rescue dog. You should totally train her.
Chestnut left a claw mark here next to some scattered documents. Not bad, Chestnut's markings really help. To be honest, if someone can spot those claw marks, they probably wouldn't miss these documents either. Oh, I get it. Lucia's trying positive reinforcement dog training. Wait, what's written here? It's about Chestnut. From a reliable source. A smaller than average Hati, usually active in the time-sworn hills area. After repeated observation, it can be confirmed that the target displays affection and almost no hostility towards non-ethereal beings. It appears that communication with the target is possible. Chosen as the research subject, the capture plan is as follows. The document is vague, but it's almost certain that they are talking about Chestnut. Heck, some parts even mention Lucia. Just as I thought. That person was after Chestnut from the very beginning. We need to find them quickly. And what does reliable source mean? Could someone be feeding them information about Chestnut? Hi friends! This is going amazingly. A phone that was left behind in a hurry. Damaged, but not fatally. What the? Looks like that person's phone. Should we check it out? Lucia immediately turns the phone on, so she does know how to use electronics. Thank you for your referral. Our collaboration has been going quite well. However, allow me to bring the news of that Hati to that gentleman. I'll be seeing you next time. Oh no, even if we have the chance to meet again, you likely won't recognize me anymore, so farewell. What does that mean? Looks like his partner betrayed him. Perhaps we'll find an Ethereal. Huh? You mean the guy who accused us of siding with Ethereals might have already turned into an Ethereal? Are you okay? It's not your fault. No, it's not that. I was just thinking. If we'd saved him in time, wouldn't it be fun to see the face of that person who was so eager to say their final farewell?
Don't worry, Thanatos, storm! You deserve
I am ready.
Chestnut seems to have torn open a briefcase here. The thing inside likely also belongs to the investigator. Not sure what happened, but that person, or Ethereal, must be nearby.
Yeah, you were right, Lucia. He's close.
Closer than you'd think.
Sorry. I'll have to send you back to the Hollow.
I feel like there's an endless stream of ethereals heading this way.
Yeah, sure.
Yep. They know exactly what they're after. If this keeps up, we're toast. We need to take out the amplifier now. Ambush! What a dirty move!
They can't do anything with the amplifier now, even though they are mentioning it.
Well, well, well. The sacrifice is broken. Guess you'll have to pay me back for that, huh?
It's you.
As expected from one of my own.
Where did this betrayal come from?
So much for being close to the Ethereals. When it's time to strike, you don't even flinch, do you?
Kieran?
Oh, did I surprise you? Honestly, I was more surprised by you and the old man.
You mean the chieftain? He sleepwalked into the hollow because of you?
Yeah, I figured someone like him, sitting at the top for so long, would have caught the Night Horror's attention. But nope. He's swallowed by Lemnian Hollow just like anyone else.
Why are you doing this?
Because he was just a coward, standing in the way. A few days ago, some higher-ups came looking for him. They made him an offer, but he turned it down on the spot. When I confronted him about it, he acted like he was some righteous hero and told me off like I was some kind of traitor. You are a hypocrite, just like him. No wonder he gave the staff to you.
You know, you are sounding like a traitor just now.
You call us hypocrites, but you'll do whatever it takes to get what you want, even if it means hurting others.
Whatever it takes. After years of glorified legends, everyone forgets. The Night Watcher's power was taken from the Ethereals to begin with.
The Night Watcher's power was taken from the Ethereals? What do you mean?
Well, well. Lucia didn't tell you? There's another version of how the Night Watchers came to be. Our ancestors didn't just encounter the Night Horror by chance. They knew what it was capable of. They knew it could control other Ethereals. The entire tribe went after it, hoping to defeat it and seize its power. But when the Night Horror unleashed its final surge of energy, half the tribe turned into Ethereals on the spot. The rest barely survived. The only reason they were acknowledged by the Hollow was because they sacrificed their own kin.
That's just another ancient rumor.
Stop lying to yourself. Do you really believe you can strike a deal with the Ethereals and not pay the price?
Stop twisting the facts. Even if that story is true, it's got nothing to do with what's happening now. What exactly are you trying to say?
We've spent our lives hiding in the shadows, shaped by traits we never asked for. Just because the Ethereals don't attack us, those who live in the city see us as freaks. Like we're invisible. Like we don't matter. When disaster hits, whether it's in the city or in the hollows, we're always the ones they abandon first. Back when New Eridu was founded, public security declared all survivors had been safely relocated to New Eridu. And us? We were still running for our lives. Caught between companion hollows, stumbling over the bodies of our own kin, crying as we counted who didn't make it. Tell me, did anyone come for us? Lucia, don't you want to change our lives for the better?
Even if we were to leave all this behind, it shouldn't come at the cost of our people's lives.
Who are you waiting for to come and uphold justice? Being seen as kin by the Ethereals, walking freely through the hollows, this is the Night Horror's blessing! We should use this gift to earn power, to gain recognition. Isn't that what we deserve? If it means a better future for everyone, then what do a few sacrifices matter?
But the price you're paying for that future, is it really your so-called gift? Or is it the lives of your own kin? What is it you really want? A place for our tribe to survive? A stamp of approval from new Eridu? Or something else?
Those sacrifices were just inevitable casualties. It's nothing compared to what we gave up when we first fought the Night Horror. Besides, after the early trials, I finally found better test subjects and stronger allies to back me. Everything's going smoothly now.
By stronger allies, you mean whoever gave you that big robot?
Better test subjects? Are you talking about me?
Lucia, you're so full of yourself. Though I too used to think you were some kind of prodigy, summoning Ethereals out of thin air. But now, you're just a coward with a fancy stick, putting on cheap tricks, hiding behind research, while running away from your fate! I couldn't care less whether you live or die.
What is it you're after? Chestnut or the staff?
Obviously both.
That staff was entrusted to me by the chieftain. After everything you've done, you still have the nerve to ask for it? And Chestnut? Chestnut is my friend. She is a free Ethereal. I will not let you take her away!
Oh, save the speech. I've heard it all before. The Night Horror is watching over the conflicts, gifts from your dreams. But you've never even dreamed of the Night Horror. You are just making up stories to hide the fact that it never chose you. The only reason you stumbled upon this rare hottie in the first place was because I slipped up. And I'm here to fix that. It's time things go back on track now.
You treat our people with even less care and compassion than Nineveh does the Hornets. I don't believe a word you say, and I won't let you hurt anyone else just to feed your ambition.
You didn't really think that half-finished prototype you destroyed earlier was my only backup plan, did you? Not everyone can stand to see the Night Watcher's rare gift go to waste. My ally supports my research generously. They've even thrown in a little extra firepower. So hand them over. Your magic stick. The gullible little Ethereal you tricked. And you, my new test subject. If you surrender now, maybe I'll even spare you from getting torn up too badly before I put you to use.
Wow, what a friendly guy. Let's dance. You missed. You see it?
A little reward.
The next page is the ending! I got it! You deserve the name of the night emissary! Wanna play a game? How about I smash it? Return to the Sea of Dreams! Relax, leave it to the night emissary!
I knew it wouldn't be that easy.
There's some good battle music happening, but there's no way of hearing it over what's happening. There. Let's listen to it a little bit at least.
Get behind me, Lucia.
So, looks like the staff didn't make you stronger. Why don't you give it back to me? I won't allow you to disgrace the relic of my ancestors!
Chestnut. I will never give the staff to you. Instead of using it to hurt people or treating it as a bargaining chip, I would rather use it to make new friends in the hollows! Go! Little Monty!
The art illusions? The real Ethereals? You're a monster!
See? The hollow has answered my call.
You freak!
Oh, you know how there's grandmas that have lots of cats? Well, she has lots of those.
Maybe. But if you were really blessed by the night horror, how'd you end up being defeated by a freak and a little hot tea?
I underestimated you.
No. What you underestimated was what you kept talking about. The gift. You always saw our abilities in the Hollow as some kind of superior gift. And you see the city people as enemies who abandon us. And when it came down to it, you forgot that we've been acknowledged by the Hollow and chose their machine instead.
I was only borrowing their power.
Most people see Ethereals as enemies. But when you try to exploit their power and get burned by your own betrayal, it's hard to play the victim then, isn't it? When you spoke so passionately about our tribe's place in the world, I thought you understood that.
Are you defending the Ethereals now?
Wow, that's not what she said at all. Also, Lucia's never stood by while Ethereals were hurting people.
You see the Night Watcher's power as leverage or a weapon for revenge. I see it as a way to understand the world. I want to learn about Ethereals because the Hollow is their home. They're born there. They exist there. And they return there. I want to learn from them.
Not because you also want to find the night horror?
That's only part of it. I want to find it, to speak with it, to try and fix the situation we're in. But that doesn't mean I'll stop trying to understand the other Ethereals along the way.
Chestnut lets out an annoyed sneeze from the side.
Lucia, Chestnut doesn't look too happy about you shifting your research focus to other Ethereals before fully understanding her.
Chestnut, I might never be able to fully understand you. This is probably goodbye for us.
The sneezing stops abruptly, replaced by soft, eager whimpering.
You never said who your ally was, but I'm guessing they already know about Chestnut, don't they?
That's right. I won't lie. I did promise my ally I'd bring back an Ethereal that could talk to humans. He's very interested. So, make your choice, Lucia. Stay with her, wait for them to find her, and watch as she's dissected, destroyed? Or let her go deeper into the Hollow and never see her again.
No need for threats. I know what you mean. People like us, strange, sometimes invisible to others. If we don't live among our own, it's nearly impossible to find someone else who's just as special, a real friend. Thankfully, I met my friends. Friends with genuine kindness, some patience, and a little passion.
Sounds familiar. Who said that again? Wait, wasn't that what Karen said? The way to get puppies to like you?
Friends. You mean the kind of friend who sends 2 messages in the morning when they wake up, then leaves you unread all day until finally replying right before bed?
Hey, are you night blind or just stuck in your own little bubble? I'm Lucia's friend, and I'm standing right here. I stayed up way past my bedtime to be here. Don't act like I'm invisible.
See? Staying close doesn't mean you have to talk to each other all the time. We live in different moments, but that doesn't keep me and my friends apart. Now, before I say my proper goodbye to one of my best friends, Chestnut, and hand you over to public security, I've got one last question. That ether amplifier of yours, what are its side effects?
What?
Right before I summoned the brave little hotties, I felt a strange power surge through me. In this area, only that amplifier could have caused something like that. But what's the price?
You think that machine summoned those hotties? It's impossible. You've destroyed that thing completely. And as your tribesman, I didn't feel anything unusual. Maybe it's time you face it. You're just something that can't be explained. You're a...
Oh, wait. If that word is all you've got left, then maybe just stop talking.
Freak! Okay, I'm sorry. It's like something only angsty teenagers would say. Hear it one too many times and it feels like getting brushed by Swordidus' tentacles. Ugh. Anyway, I'm taking you to public security. Our tribe isn't some lawless land. Now, it's time to say goodbye.
Reluctantly, Chestnut turns to face Lucia. Chestnut is exhausted from the battle, but somehow she's made her way back to the small pillow Lucia gave her. They lock eyes, both alive, both relieved, and neither ready to say goodbye.
He's right. You'll be freer and safer if you stay away from me. Head for the deepest part of the hollow, as far as you can go. Be wary of humans the way they're wary of you, but don't hurt them. If we're lucky, maybe we'll meet again. Good girl, Chestnut. Go on. I will never forget you.
Tia watches as the little Ethereal trots off with the pillow in its mouth. That gentle puppy-like hearty feels like a dream, as if it never existed in this time and space at all.
I already miss you.
But deep within the hollow, a strange creation awakens once more. After an adventure that defies all instincts and the natural order, it returns to its body. This was a fruitful journey, returning with a name and gift given by a new friend. Now it returns to watching the Night Watchers who gained power from it. So it was a gift. And a test, perhaps? Lucia said she needs to deal with Kieran first and will be back in a bit. So sleepy. Let's take a break. So much has happened. Wonder how Chestnut is doing. Will you ever see her again? Well, I'm assuming it probably fused back with the night horror. After taking a short break, you're woken up by your phone's notification sound. Sure enough, it's a message from Lucia. talk about everything. Well, you're finally here. Are you alone?
I borrowed a vacant house from Monato so Kieran could stay there. The chieftain said someone will come pick him up, an officer who's familiar with our tribe's affairs. That investigator who turned into an Ethereal wasn't exactly a good person, but Kieran still has to take responsibility.
Great. I'm glad things have settled down. But I can't help thinking, isn't there still something we haven't figured out?
Yeah, we still don't know anything about Kieran's ally. There might still be someone out there waiting to take advantage of the Night Watchers. It's unsettling.
Unsettling? That doesn't sound like you, Lucia. But either way, you're going to keep up with your research, right?
Of course! Even if I won't be seeing Chestnut as often anymore. And I can't upload our videos or tell the world there's an Ethereal in the Hollow who can actually communicate with humans. Chestnut gave me the courage to keep going. I've made some real progress this time.
Progress. Oh, you mean the staff, right? It really came through this time.
Yeah! You see, I don't know how it happened, but just now, through the staff, it felt like the Hollow responded to me. The Hollow said, "Let there be little hotties to help Lucia." And boom! They appeared! And helped me take down that big guy! All in all, I think it's something very, very memorable. And it's got tons of research potential. You see, if the Hollow really let me communicate with little hotties, then maybe I could talk to the Night Horror too?
If you really could talk to the Night Horror, what would you ask?
If I ever got the chance, I'd ask, why did it give the Night Watchers the trait that makes Ethereal see us as kin? Can our dreams stop leading us to madness and turning us into Ethereals? But I want more than asking questions. I have bigger ambitions. Maybe someday, everyone could hear the Hollow respond, just like the first Night Watchers did. Maybe we could even communicate with it, so we won't have to live like nomads.
Wow, that answer is a long way off. But I think if anyone can reach it, it's you, Lucia.
Yeah, there's still so much left to learn. Time for a break, and then the journey continues!
To deal with Kieran, Lucia had to return to the Night Watcher tribe and hadn't been in touch for several days. After going to bed early for a few days straight, we're actually starting to miss the feeling of staying up late. A few days later at Subian Temple late at night. Well, ever since you came to Yunkui's summit and started following the same strict routine as our senior disciples, I haven't seen you stay up this late for so many nights. Don't tell me you and Lucia made plans to become Night Watchers together. Why, your jokes are so lame. Really? Alright, Monato seems to be waiting for you in the outer courtyard. Go take a look. When you get back, we'll talk about what's been happening lately. And make sure you get to bed early tonight. I thought we were done. What's the Monato have to say? Roxy, Lucia seems down lately. Yusuha and the others think you might know what's up. Actually, we've seen her posts. She's still sad about parting ways with that Ethereal puppy. So she told you, huh? Where's Lucia? I just saw her at Fluffy. Let's go over now.
Although Lucia's always going on and on, like, we gotta be friends with Ethereals. We can never quite follow her train of thought. But as her human friends, everyone really likes her. Plus, she's always so cheerful. So what's been weighing on her lately?
Oh, miss, I remember you. Would you mind if I asked a few quick follow-up questions?
Oh, you mean the sturdy little pillow I bought here?
Yes.
Sure, go ahead. What do you want to know?
Thank you so much. So, did your puppy like it?
Yeah, she loved it.
I'm glad to hear it. Next question is, how's the wear and tear?
Pretty worn out now.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. We'll keep improving the pillow's material. But the material's already been reported as too hard by a lot of customers. If we make it any sturdier, I'm worried some smaller pups might hurt their teeth chewing on it.
Chestnut is, well, a big girl. For most dogs, the material is already strong enough, I think.
All right, noted. And one last question. Has your pup shown any discomfort from the filler's scent?
Not at all. She's quite a strong pup. Loves running around with that little pillow in her mouth.
Wonderful. Thank you for shopping with us. We appreciate the feedback.
Lucia, are you done talking?
Kern falls silent, staring at the tall, slightly intimidating canine Thyran standing before her.
Huh? What's with that look? What were you guys talking about just now?
After a whirlwind of explanations, you finally convince Kern the toy wasn't meant for Manato. Kern apologizes 6 times for the misunderstanding, then brings out the store's most popular dog treats and insists Lucia take them. I didn't think of that.
Next time, don't call hotties puppies.
All right.
Canine Thyrans aren't puppies either.
Yup. Fierce canine Thyran or bulky hottie. Either way, not your average little pup.
Manato glares helplessly at his friends. That seems to be his main state of life.
All right. Back on topic.
Congrats, Lucia. Your post is blowing up. At first I thought it was because everyone was suddenly interested in debating why Trinocs have such pointy heads.
Don't mention it. I put so much effort into my serious, well-thought-out research posts. But everyone just wants Chestnut's adventure stories. Some even asked when Chestnut will dive through the fissure into Hollow Zero, punch the Hornets, kick Nineveh, and reach the peak of ethereal life.
Lucia, we all know you miss Chestnut, but...
But a Hattie's front legs are built more like a real canine's, not a cat's. I mean, they can't punch Hornets, and its back legs can't really...
Wait. This is what you've been stressing over?
Well, not exactly. Actually, Belle, there's something else I wanted to talk to you about. Things are mostly settled now. Kieran's been turned over to public security. But when I asked the chieftain, even he had no clue why I was able to summon an actual Hati using just the staff and a notebook. If it wasn't just the staff, then maybe the little Hatis appeared because the night horror was watching me again. Or was it because of Chestnut? Do you think the night horror might not be an ethereal at all?
I trust your judgment. But aside from Ethereals, the only other beings we've seen born from the Hollow are the sacrifices, right? The night horror doesn't seem like one of them. Then what could it be?
It gave the Night Watchers the traits that make Ethereals mistake us for kin. It can enter our dreams and lead us into the Hollows. It even foreshadowed my farewell with Chestnut. It has to be something far more mysterious, some deeper creation of the Hollow itself. But I still know far too little about the Hollows. Like you said, the answers might be a long way off. At least I can restart the research I put on hold.
So, who's coming with me into the Hollow to see if an Avaris actually bonks its horn when it rolls over?
You already promised Wise you'd sleep early today. Let's leave such night outings for next time. Lucia isn't disappointed. She happily waves to you and leaves, scribbling away on her little book. In the night sky of the unknown, and on this dreamless journey, there are plenty more truths regarding the Hollows, waiting to be discovered by this Fyren girl full of curiosity. And that's the end. I feel like this is maybe the second time since Lycon's story that it feels like it foreshadows there being more later. In Lycon's case, things were picked up in the main story later down the line. Let's see how it goes with Lucia, I guess. Definitely a very interesting aged story, though. And with that, we are done with this not at all horror show that one might have expected from this. Just a tale of friendship with a little dog. I wonder if we'll see it again. It's not impossible, right?